morning, y'all. This is Chef Shay, and today I thought it would be cool to do some French toast casserole with apples and raisins, and as the sweetener using DivineKuizine sugar spice. So this is another way that you can use one of DivineKuizine's products. So let's get started. Okay, y'all, to start this French toast casserole, you need to have some type of bread. I am going to use brioche bread, but you can use French bread or some type of more sturdier bread. So I like brioche bread. It's sweet, kind of sweet 80s type bread. And so I have a loaf here. So I am going to just cut this up in cubes. We probably won't use this whole loaf. We may use half, we may use the whole loaf. I don't know, as I get started and seeing how much, because I'm not making a huge French toast casserole. So it depends on what dish that you use. If you're using like a 9x13, then of course you would use this whole loaf, but I'm using a smaller dish today. And this is great too, because you can use this, you can make your French toast casserole ahead of time, and Saturdays or for brunches, or you're having a brunch at your house or just for your family, and then you can have breakfast. And if you go to DivineKuizine.com, there's a lot of recipes there where you can see how it's being used as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish chopping up this bread, and then we'll go and make the custard. Actually, it looks like I'm gonna probably have to use the whole loaf of bread once that I've cut all these pieces up, because then I'm gonna soak it in the custard. So okay, so we're getting ready to make the custard. So I have 4 eggs here. And we're gonna put 1 cup of whole milk. And then we're gonna do 3/4 of heavy cream. 3/4 cup. Okay. And we got 1/4 cup of DivineKuizine sugar spice. And we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna whisk all this together, and this is our custard. Okay, so it's well combined, and now we're gonna pour this over into our bread mixture. It is gonna pour it over in there. And then I'm going to, okay, so I'm just going to get this all in here, and then I'm gonna set this aside, and we're gonna make our apple and raisin mixture. I used too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. The apple and raisin mixture, so we have 1 stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter. We're gonna add 1 apple. I did Granny Smith, but you can use Gala apples, you can use Fuji apples, whatever apple that you would like. I just like Granny Smith apples. So we're gonna just let all this melt together. mix all this in. And we also have 1/2 cup of the sugar, DivineKuizine sugar spice. And just let all this glaze up. Probably take about 2 or 3 minutes. And then we will have our sauce there. Okay, so now it's nice and simmering. You still want the apples not to get too soft, so I'm just gonna stop it. It took about 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes to get to this part. So now I'm gonna turn this off, and then now we're gonna assemble everything together. Okay, so I'm gonna butter my pan, and this is some of the, I might put too much butter. But let me, this pan size is, let's see if I can find out. This is an 8.25 by 8. So this is the dish that I'm using, but you can use like the 9 by 13, 9 by 9, 13. But this one is, that's the size this one is, if you guys were curious. I'm just gonna butter a little bit. And then we're gonna layer. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the apple mixture at the bottom, not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take some of my bread and I'll put some of my French toast bread in here. If you do it overnight, it would have firmed up a little more, but we're not doing this overnight. Or if you had a couple hours to let everything soak together. And I'm gonna take a little more of the mixture, put it on top. I'm trying to get some of the brown crust, so when it crusts up, it looks, you know, nice, because you see some of the brown, the crust of it out. I'm gonna take those apples, put a little more on. And then we're gonna cover this for about 20 minutes. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes altogether. And we're gonna cover it for 20, and then the rest we're gonna take off the foil and let it brown up. Okay, so I'm gonna get some foil and cover it. Poke a hole just for a little steam to come in. All right. Okay, so here, y'all, I'm gonna preheat the oven at 350, put it in for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out and put it on for 70 to 375 for the remaining 20 minutes. And then we're gonna let it cook for another. Preheat the oven to 375, uncover the French toast casserole and let it cook for 25 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna take it out. It looks good. And I'm gonna let it sit and firm up a little more for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I'll put some powdered sugar on it and taste it. Okay, y'all, so it's nice and cool. It's been a cold minute. I'm gonna put just a little, not a lot, just a little bit of powdered sugar on it. And we're gonna dig in. Okay, y'all, about to go in. Look how yummy it looks. So I'm gonna go in. You know, the corners always be like, you know, the best. I'm gonna try it without some syrup, and then I may have to put some syrup on it, but we're gonna try it without it first because it might be too sweet. So let's see. See, y'all, nice and yummy. So now I'm gonna try it. It's binded. Actually, you really don't need no syrup. Or sweet just like this. But I'll put a little syrup on it. But, hold please. 100% maple syrup, y'all. The good stuff I took out the cover. Okay. This is so good. And that sugar spice was hitting. I mean, with the apples and crust on top. Oh my God. This is so good. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Let me get one more bite. I mean, this is really good. Okay, one more. Okay. Perfection. What the kids be saying, no cap, no cap. This is perfection. So, it's just enough stiffness, you know, for the French. It was just enough nice texture. It all came together. The raisins, that apple, that sugar spice, it just put all that sweetness together. And then you don't, like I said, you don't necessarily have to have syrup. I just like stuff sweeter. But I mean, it's just so good. I mean, your kids would love this. Adults would love this. You have some eggs or some bacon or just this on the table. Oh my God, it's like so good. And you see how easy it was? We used to make the custard. I had the sugar spice as a sweetener, and we made the apples and raisins perfect. Not too soggy. Apples still have a little crunch to them, but they're still, it's just good. I don't know what else to say. It's just good. So to get this recipe, go to DivineKuizine.com, and don't forget to pick up this sugar spice. I mean, this was the key ingredient for the sweetener to put everything on. You see, we didn't have to do cinnamon. We didn't have to do all that stuff because all in here, this is a gold mine package. Yeah, so to get this recipe, French toast casserole, make it, leave comments, DivineKuizine.com. Love y'all.